Right now, I'm at Causeway Bay. I'm waiting for the number 40 minibus to take me out to the Stanley Market, where the famous Stanley prison is, where a lot of POWs in World War II were captured. And there's also another war cemetery out in Stanley, which I'm going to be visiting today, since today is Remembrance Day. Even though Hong Kong is no longer a British colony, people still take this day to reflect. But I won't be in Hong Kong for the ceremony on Sunday, so I'm going to go to a cemetery today to pay my respects. Right now I'm inside the Stanley Prison Museum, and this photo shows people getting beheaded during the Qing dynasty. These are handcuffs used in the late 70s and handcuffs used now. Record of the execution of 3 condemned prisoners, Callices, 3 wolves, on the 28th of November 1962. Oh wow. Oh, it's a bit shocking seeing all these beheaded prisoners. This is the flogging material. Like the cat of 9 tails has got 9 like lashes. See, the prison had Indian stuff back in the 1880s. Prisoners flattened. Prisoners for Hong Kong. What? Oh, feel displayed. So, I'm walking to Stanley Military Cemetery, and the one thing I don't like about chocolates in Hong Kong is that they taste horrible. I mean, this is a Snickers. I've grown up on Snickers in both Australia and England, but they're just so horrible. I don't know why. So right here is Stanley Military Cemetery. This is one of 2 Commonwealth War graves in the whole of Hong Kong. There may be more, but this is all I know. And from what I remembered reading, it was on Christmas Day 1941, the Japanese were fighting the British in this exact location, and then Hong Kong was surrendered to the Japanese. There are about a couple of hundred British, Canadian war graves, so I'm going to go visit them now. So down here, this is where we got all the other war graves. Here are mostly civilians, and here they're also Hong Kong volunteers. This one's also a Hong Kong volunteer, even though he's got the British coat of arms. Civilian. Oh, Abdul. Oh, okay. So Abdul HQ, Hong Kong SRA, killed in action December 41. Hong Kong Regiment, Hong Kong volunteers. These stores. We have the grave of W.C.G. Gilmore of the 14th Punjab Regiment. Died 9th of April 1942, age 34. So even though he's got a British sounding surname, he was fighting with the Indians. These are most of the Royal Scots. So this is something I'm really proud of because my great uncle was part of the Royal Scots, and he's at Dunkirk. Oh, and here's the grave of a Dutchman, H. van Leeuwen, so Dutch Chinese. He died in 1941, and this is an important grave because this is Sister Irene Brenner Morgan. I'm assuming she was a nun, or she was a nurse. So she died 14th of December 1941. We will remember you. This is a grave I've not seen before. These are the Royal Scots, Captain D. Ford, GC. died 18th of December 1943, and he has this Medal of VI for gallantry. We won life for friends, this ground for Scotland, and glory for God. So, if you are British, you do get a Victoria Cross, but I guess if you're Scottish, you get this medal. This is the grave of SD Jerzov from Hong Kong Volunteer Defense Corps. He died Christmas Day 1941, and he was a Jew. Here we have the grave of H. Hung Chuk, the Royal Rifles of Canada, died Christmas Day 1941. So if he died Christmas Day 1941, I assume he was killed somewhere within this cemetery. I am kneeling in front of the grave of Bashir Ahmed, British Army Aid Group, died 29th of October 1943, age 21. To him be glory throughout the heavens and the earth, and he is exalted in power, fully of wisdom, from the Holy Quran. Buried near this spot, M.A. Asanari C.G., 7th Rajput Regiment, 29th of October 1943, age 27. Return unto God Lord, who will be pleased with thy reward, and well blessed unto him. I am visiting the grave of 3 Hong Kong Chinese people who died in World War II. This is Musa Din of the Hong Kong Volunteer Corps, died 26th of February 1918. He perished by fire in Hong Kong and has no known grave. Their glory shall be, and this is A.H. Chung, Chinese Labour Corps, died 14th of July 1917. He was buried at the time in Lau Pu Lung Cemetery, Kuzlong, but his grave is now lost. And San A. Kim, China's Labour Corps, 22nd of December 1914, who was buried at the time at Hao Pu Lung Cemetery, but the grave is now lost. So even though the grave is now lost, they'll always be remembered. And here we have the grave of a victim of war. It was unknown, no idea when he died. They just buried him in an unknown grave. This is a really sad grave of Brian Gill, 31st July 1940, died 9th of May 44, rest in peace. So this little boy died when Hong Kong was occupied. And then here is a grave of B.A. Wiley, who died at only age 2 in 1943. And then these are the graves of British children who died in Hong Kong during the war. See, Camille Tweed Denton, 7th of June 1942, aged 2 months. Hey, I'm in Hong Kong Island, about to go across to Victoria Harbour, where the new territories are. So it's been a good couple of days spending in Hong Kong. Time to go over there. See, my flight to Vladivostok is at 9:30 at night, and they still haven't told me all the boarding gates, but the flight's in Nairobi and all these other interesting places that I haven't been to, I've already been told. So, hurry up your flight, tell me what the gate number is.